What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television. I want to thank all of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that beautiful YouTube stuff down below. I wish everyone happy holidays this year. 2024 is coming to a close, and whatever holidays you're celebrating, I wish you the very best in abundance, blessings, all that beautiful stuff. I hope that we can all achieve our dreams that we didn't get to in 2025 and make every day a success. And I thank all of you for keep tuning in and staying tuned here at Tully Television. It means a lot to us here. So thank you. But without further ado, we're going to be getting into uh, show review. The first episode I covered seemed to do pretty good for my channel anyway. I am a smaller channel, I get that. Um, and I think that this show was relatively decent considering what was coming out from this company. That show is Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Uh, I'm going to review episode 2. I believe it's up to episode 4 now. But we're going to be covering it episode by episode. I'm willing to give this a shot. I initially wasn't going to because of the bad taste from shows like The Acolyte, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, uh, the Boba Fett show was very disappointing, but I'm glad I gave this show a shot. Of course, the well, of course, we know that we got a nice little crew here, cast, so to speak. The name of the episode is Way, Way Out Past the Barrier. And we have Jude Law as Jad Ja Nawud, Ryan Kira Armstrong as Fern, Kyrania, Kyriana. Why am I not pronouncing that properly? Crater is character KB. Robert Timothy Smith is the voice of Neil. Nell. Ravi Conyers is Wim. And Nick Frost is the voice of the droid SM-33. Now, at the end of the last episode, we've seen a group of 4 kids inadvertently get into an Imperial, no, not an Imperial starship, just the starship, and accidentally activated it, and it took off from their home planet. At Atlan is the name of their planet. At Atlan. And they went into hyperspace and came out near a port that the droid SM-33 is suggesting. Now, what initially happened is SM-33 became active when the ship became active and started looking for the captain. Fern, the rebellious young lady that is the character in that show, where KB is like the more tech savvy character. She made the. This is going to be a slight problem I have with this particular thing. The SM-33 droid kept saying, "Where is she? Where is the captain?" Right, and then when Fern explained that she killed the captain and sent him out to deep space through the, chute, he accepted that, the droid. I was a little confused about like if the captain was a female or a male, and not saying that that matters to uh, knowing that person. But what I'm saying is, if the droid was looking for one person that was a female, and she said that she killed the male captain, wouldn't the droid question that? But I don't know. Maybe you could just explain that it was fried circuitry, I guess, like that. But she convinces the droid that she killed the captain, and they were trying to get to back home, but it's not on any star system, any star map, or anything like that that he could find. So she tells him to go to the route where the nearest starport is at, thinking that they'd be able to get help there. But little did they know that it was a pirate port, and as the kids separate in there to look for help and to eat and stuff like that, Wim has a bunch of gold credits. And these credits must be really valuable because when he exposed how much he had to cover the meal for him and Neil, now they started getting very pirate like and trying to rob these kids. You know what I mean? And in the same time, um, let's see here. I want to make sure I get it right. Fern and KB were doing their own thing until they caused a little ruckus of their own. And now they're realizing that they are in a pirate spaceport and there's no help to be found and they're about to get robbed and God knows what else until SM-33, who stayed behind on the ship to fix whatever little repairs, comes out and protects his captain and whips some butt. I tell you that. Doing all sorts of karate android moves. Well, not android, karate robot moves and all that stuff. And winds up saving the kids out of that situation. The father of Wim, who happened to witness the kids taken off, was approached by some droids there and was asked why he was in a restricted area, and he explained what had happened. So he's going to go see somebody about that particular scenario. We don't know who yet. But as the kids were finally surrounded and overtaken, they were put into a prison cell. And they're trying to figure out how to get out, whose fault this is, and everything. Like they're kind of getting at each other's throats a little bit. But, I'll tell you something. This guy that's in this movie, Jude Law, happens to, geez Louise. Yeah, here we go. Sorry for all the paper flapping there. We happen to meet Jude Law's character for the first time near the end of the show, end of the episode here. And again, his name is John Wood. And he appears to possibly be a Jedi because he came from the shadows as the kids were arguing in the prison cell. And he forced the keys to come to him and was able to help himself and the children escape. Now, couple questions for myself for this. Because Wim, who's very Jedi oriented and wanted to follow the Jedi adventures, wants to initially think that this guy's a Jedi. Because he was like, "You're a Jedi Master." And then Jude's little character's like, Now, if he was able to do that all that time, why didn't he escape and use his force powers to be able to get himself out of there? Now, that might be explained down the road. I don't know. But that's an interesting thought to have initially. And he didn't confirm that he was a Jedi. He just allowed Wim to continue to assume he's a Jedi. So, is it possible that he's a dark force user and is using the children for his own means, right? For his own ways of escape. Maybe he couldn't escape before because he didn't have a ship, but he knows that these kids have a ship and a droid. So it could be very well that he's using his powers to appear to be good, but is a really baddie and is using the kids to escape. Or he could really just be a nice guy. You know what I mean? Any one of those options is true at this moment. Also, a new thing that they're trying to figure out in this show, also the children, is that why did people keep thinking that their home planet is a legend and that it has untold amounts of treasure and stuff like that? So they're trying to figure that out too, and I guess we'll figure out the mystery of that down the road, along with who Jude Character's Law is and his alignment with everything in this show. Again, I think this show is a pretty decent show considering how bad the other ones were. I think the cinematography in this is great. It looks great. It actually looks like there was money put into the special effects budget. Um, Jude Law is, of course, a great actor, so I'm sure he'll do really well in this show, in this series. And I like I'm liking the work the children are putting into their characters and their craft here because I think they understand how important this role is for them in their future if they want to continue acting and stuff like that. Not that they can't be successful without acting, but most kids that are into acting kind of want it to be a long term thing, and they're doing pretty well. Uh, you got Wim, who is the impulsive guy, Fern, who's like the rebellious, stern girl. Uh, Nell is the worry wart. You got the tech girl who is very like logical and uh, centers everything. So I'm kind of liking the dynamic between these four young actors on screen. I think they're working well with each other, and you can tell that they probably built up a friendship on set because it seems like they're very. Uh, it's very natural the way they work off each other. I think anyway, because sometimes children actors can come off a little awkward. I probably come off awkward sometimes on screen. But yeah, so I think the acting is pretty decent in this show overall. We're gonna learn more about, uh, like I said, learn more about Jude's character and the history of the planet Atlan and why that seems to be hidden from everybody. But what do you guys think about this show? Are you liking it? What do you give this show? A B, a C, a 1 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, a 5 out of 10? Let me know down below, guys, what you're thinking of this show. Are you even watching it? Do you even want to be bothered? Uh, but I digress. I hope that you guys are going to have a great new holiday and new year coming. And until next time, peace, snookums. Peace, snookums.